Hi there, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot predictions for the week of December 10th through the 17th, 2023. And just a quick reminder for everybody out there, if you're ever curious as to how a great deal of your sun sign forecast is going to be showing up, you want to be watching your rising sign video, and if you'd like to see the less prominent, albeit still significant side story of the week, check out your moon sign video. And so with all that said, let's charge up these cards and we'll be good to go to get down to business. So just give me one sec here, guys. All right. All right, spiritual themes, money, material concerns, news from other people, challenges, and love. Okay, so this week we've got the Ace of Cups upright when it comes to just the general theme of everything that's going on around you. The Ace of Cups is all about floodgates opening up, new generous opportunities, new generous gifts, and demonstrations of affection and loyalty coming through all of your most important relationships, your most important connections, present and past and new. And so throughout the course of this week, you're going to want to be ready to accept a lot of very heartfelt but also very vulnerable demonstrations of love and affection for you. The Ace of Cups can also show up where you're going to be noticing a lot of your world is changing almost because of actions or special favors being done by people around you because they're doing it out of love and care for you. But with the Ace of Cups, sometimes these things are not necessarily asked for, and it can kind of catch us off guard in a good way. This can also be a very important new beginning in a lot of your important relationships because, again, loyalty and love and affection in action is going to be shaping your world up, again, very differently, very crazily. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, you've got the Four of Pentacles upright. And so this week, you may find yourself hitting a bit of a wall with certain situations where you need to be ready to accept some kind of transition or some kind of change in order to jump forward, in order to get ahead. With the Four of Pentacles, this may be something that you've noticed where you might be hitting a dead end with a certain client, a certain account, or maybe a project, or just a routine that you're in. With the Four of Pentacles, though, we are going to be in a situation where we can get out, we can actually jump forward, make a turn, make a shift for ourselves, but we have to let go of something that we've become very secure, very comfortable, or very insulated by, because it might be that insulation that is keeping us from moving forward. This can sometimes show up where, we are seeing blocks and yet at the same time also seeing new roads opening up, and we're going to have to be open-minded about what's presenting here. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the King of Wands reversed. You might end up getting pissed off by more than a couple people this week. The King of Wands reversed is indicating a disappointment because of a screw up or a screw off, really, because the King of Wands reversed is the flake. It is the scatterbrained, unfocused, kind of just spaz person. A lot of the times with the King of Wands reversed, this can show up where we may have been entrusting something to somebody, or we were counting on somebody to do their part, or maybe this person has maybe advertised themselves as somebody who would be able to help, or this is somebody who always brings a lot of energy and hype to the table, but nothing to back it up. This could be somebody who could be flaking out or making a big mistake or just not showing up. And it may leave you in a bit of a lurch. And so you got to be ready to pinch hit this person when the opportunity comes. But again, I'm sorry, there's going to be a disappointment there this week. When it comes to your challenge, you've got the Ten of Wands upright. Holding on to too much, taking on way too much, or trying to preserve or conserve way too much. A lot of the times the Ten of Wands, we see issues with just being overburdened, over-encumbered to the point where we can't move. And you are going to need to see where downsizing and, again, changing your priorities, changing your path ahead is going to be crucial for your success. Kind of like what we saw with the Four of Pentacles upright. The Ten of Wands can also indicate an issue with being short-handed in life somewhere. And if you have been finding yourself in a situation where you might be short-handed, everything has to go through you and everything comes on you, you're going to want to find a way to, welcome help when it's offered. We saw that with the Ace of Cups, but also open up to people who can, kind of become a part of your entourage. Don't go this week alone. When it comes to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Four of Cups upright. This week, love and romance might end up being another space where we kind of notice a little bit of stagnation if we're not careful. The Four of Cups is the card of repetition that is actually becoming almost a point of irritation, a point of dissatisfaction, things kind of being the same, a pattern that just has worn itself thin. This may be something that comes up in a conversation between you and a partner or you and a spouse, whether it's about something that you guys have got going on or how you've been carrying on or what's going on with the home and the lifestyle. Or this may be something that is brought to your partner's attention or something your partner brings to your attention. And it is valid. I think it is something that does need to be looked over here. The Four of Cups can also indicate something maybe getting brought to your or your partner's attention about an opportunity that is getting missed or blocked or deferred unnecessarily that would be good for each of you. And so there may also be some needing to talk one another into, again, changing how we are carrying on here. When it comes to those of you who are coupled or are married, the Four of Cups upright is indicating that there may not be a whole lot of activity going on here unless and until you decide to shake some things up. The Four of Cups is indicating a need to get away from the usual way you're approaching things, right? Expand your commute bubble a little bit. Look a little bit further outside of the usual spaces that you would go to meet people. Get yourself out there. And there may actually be a blessing in disguise for the discomfort of going into unfamiliar places. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.